Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. It is Monday, January 27th, and as we're finishing out the month, looking back, 2025 so far for Harry and Meghan. Oh, it's just been awful. Where do you go from here? They've been just eviscerated in the press with the Vanity Fair article, something like 8,000 words, an incredibly well-researched and legal article that's left Harry and Meghan reeling. Their optics, their behavior, the California fires, where they show up trampling on the ruins, still smoldering ruins. Meeting the mayor, meeting the governor, the fire chiefs, all of this kind of like, who the hell are they? As Justine Bateman, who's become quite vocal about this, said, what are they now, politicians? Why are they here? They have no relevance. What are they going to do? And now it turns out, as we know, that upon arriving at the relief center, Harry and Meghan's crew actually had volunteers that were there working moved out of the way for something like 15 minutes so that Harry and Meghan can get their shots in. Isn't that just despicable? And that one thing alone explains Harry and Meghan's whole career. That's how they behave. That's how they act. It's just for the optics. They don't actually do anything. They're faking being royals, but because there's no intent behind it and no reason behind it, that's how we can tell. It looks that fake. At least when the royals are out and about and doing their engagements, they've been invited. That's part of the British culture. They've been invited to those places to showcase them and that kind of thing. There's no purpose to what Harry and Meghan do on these disaster tours like California and Uvalde and, So it's just not getting any better. Justine Bateman is making the rounds with Piers Morgan and on other shows. And like I've said before, what needs to happen, they've got to be just rejected. People like the fire department, head of department, or whoever agreed to let Harry and Meghan show up for that photo op, right? These kind of people, even right up to Governor Newsom, whom we know have interacted with Harry and Meghan and intervened on her behalf when their whole foundation was found to be delinquent and da-da-da, and he made a statement, it's just a clerical error, whatever, but no. First off, the Americans fought a war to be rid of people like Harry and Meghan. Their titles hold no authority. They're not experts on anything. They don't do anything. They have no reason to be involved in these kinds of things, right? They're effing grifters, as we've known for a very long time. But what has to happen is people in authority have to say no. No, like when Harry's guy phones a secretary or whatever, phones up and say, Harry and Meghan want to come to, and we're gonna need to clear space and da-de-da, and we'll have a camera, and the authorities of whatever's going on have to say no. We don't recognize royal. They have no reason to be here, and the terms of their appearance that we gotta, create this scene, this photo op for them, right? It's not gonna happen. No, they can't come. It'd be like you or me phoning up and I really want to be there, and I've got a camera guy, and I want to show I care. Who the hell are you, you crazy person? Get the heck off the phone. Yeah, no, they've got to be told no. And I think more and more of that is going to happen. I mean, in the fallout of all of this, we've also heard things about proposed book deals and all of and that basically Random Penguins has decided that they're not worth the millions and the 5 or 6 books they thought at one time they could get out of them. It looks like all those other side deals as well are evaporating. Meghan's reputation in Hollywood is non-existent at best, and she's met with hostility, at worst. They are done. I don't know what it's gonna take, what they're gonna try to do next. It's gonna be a very interesting period. Now, we know the next time we're going to see them, indeed if we see them together, is next month. Second week of February, the Invictus Games are going to be held in Whistler, BC, British Columbia, up here in Western Canada. And now if this goes anyway like past Invictus Games, and Meghan, remember the repulsive way in those shorts that she marched in front of the veterans? I mean, so disrespectful, just awful. So we don't know what level of role she's going to be playing. We do know that one of Harry's longtime friends, strongest advisors, he was head of the whole Invictus thing, well, he quit last year. So I'm not sure who they've got in charge right now. Haven't heard a whole lot about it yet. I'm going to start investigating this a little, coming up, because I think it's going to start hitting the press up here that this is, this is happening, and maybe we can get more details. But, one thing that's kind of ironic and interesting, and I don't know how many people caught on. Well, we know that Harry just, he sold out for a settlement for his case against, the Murdoch papers, the information gathering. It led to the previous, and the thing is, in the past, William had settled for a large amount, right? And this is what Harry criticized him for, and also said, well, because he got money, I should get money, right? And Harry, Dragon Slayer extraordinaire, he's telling us he's the last man standing. He's the only one that can go up against this, right? And then he settles, and we're going, what the hell is that all about? Well, I'll tell you what it's all about. Had he won, he'd be liable for legal costs on both sides. Because of the fact that he's an American now, well, he's living in America. He doesn't have the status of living in Britain a few months a year to maintain whatever. So any money he gets, he's got to pay taxes on, where if he was in Britain, he wouldn't. Now, because he's royal and we know, and they can kind of make their own rules, might there be some way he'd be able to skirt the taxes? If there's a will, there's a way. I wouldn't doubt it. I can't say, but these things happen. You hear about it all the time. So, yeah, he didn't win. But here's the ironic thing about it, When William settled, you know what he did with his money? He donated his money. He donated his settlement. And that was the founding money for the Invictus Games. That was created to give Harry some kind of purpose. Yeah, William donated his settlement to create the Invictus Games for Harry, who just settled his course of lawsuit over this whole thing. Is he gonna donate his money to the Invictus Games that we know has been struggling? We know it. I think it's, it could be on its last legs unless there's some kind of major overhaul with it. But no, Harry didn't donate his money to Invictus or anything else. He needs that money. He's married to Meghan Markle. Oh my God. Yeah. So, good grief, 1 month into the new year, and things just keep going downhill for Harry and Meghan. And the next time, possibly before, but the next big time we see them is going to be at the Invictus Games in Whistler, BC next month. So it's going to be something. Something to talk about. Harry and Meghan, man. The gift that keep on giving. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think about all this. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.